society at this period.
I've taken my gloves off because the paper's very delicate and I want to be able to handle it properly.
Well, this has been conserved, as you can see, but they're absolutely monumentally sized drawings. They're fabulous things.
Do you know what? It looks like a giant Where's Wally?
Yeah, exactly right. And
all the little people and the little things everywhere. Where is he?
So he's in Hanoi here, which was the capital of what was then called Tonkin, which is North Vietnam. So he's showing you the scene by the river in about 1684-5, that kind of period.
Keith, what's this guy doing there?
He's a trader, and you can see that from this map, because what he marks here is the English factory where trading is going on, and the rivals, the great rivals, the Dutch factory over there. And these people are trying to make their living from trading, particularly the silk trade with Japan. But Samuel Barron is native to Hanoi. He was born there. His father was Dutch. His mother was Vietnamese. So Samuel Barron is Anglo-Vietnamese. He's knocking around London. The Royal Society recognises he's an interesting man, so they give him the job of telling them about Vietnam, and this is one of the ways he does it.
What's going on here? It's like an island of people lying down or something?
That's right. Well, we have a kind of building here, and this is clearly a retinue, so this is probably a royal retinue, and we've got elephants and various other things. And in some of the detailed drawings that Barron makes, we find out a little bit about the customs and practices not only of the common people here, but also of royals. Let's have a look at the King of Tonkin.
Okay, we've kind of zoomed in a little bit here.
So here we have the immediate royal retinue with the various retainers that are all numbered and named in the key here. It begins with the king on his throne, and then his lifeguard, and then there are various standard bearers and heralds here.
There's one for the king. Here we've got two for these lifeguards here and here, all these guards. So
now there had been a book about Vietnam published by a man called Tavernier. He'd never been there, but the Royal Society knew about this book. It had been translated into English, and they gave Barron the job of checking it, which is what he's doing here.
This one's a bit crazy. What's going on here, Keith?
Well, here's a street scene with street entertainers and things that you would find going on there.
So what, he's kicking a football up in the air?
That's right, yes, and it says in the key he's playing at football. So here we have football happening in Vietnam in the 1680s.
I can't say I condone of cockfighting. I don't mind a bit of football.
Yeah.
What on earth is going on here, though?
No, I can't quite work out whether this is intended to be a puppet or someone small climbing up a pole for entertainment. But it is clearly all happening in the streets here. You can see a balancing act going on here. The gentleman there at number 4, you can see, is pulling a snake out of his mouth. So he's a street magician and an entertainer.
This is crazy town. We got stilts, we got snakes, we got football, we got sword craziness. There's quite a few there, but this is the last one we'll have a look at for now. What do we got here?
Well, this is a vessel of the period. It's a rowing vessel, but it's also armed. You can see a cannon poking out of the front here. English and Dutch traders in the Far East at this period had a precarious livelihood. But it just shows you that these people got around a bit. You know, he's in London in the 1670s, and he's out in the Far East in the 1680s, and he writes this account in Fort St George and Madras, so he's in India as well. So he's a much travelled individual.
One of my favourite things about this is it's got this lovely grand title, and then it's just been crossed out and corrected with a little bit of rubbish handwriting underneath.
There's a reason for that, because although he submitted this to the Royal Society and to Hooke in the 1680s, it wasn't published. It was only published 30 or 40 years later in the 1720s, and by that time they're trying to rationalise the English so that when this gets engraved into a plate, it's not in that slightly arcane language. So that's the reason for the correction. I think they're rather fabulous things, and it shows the interest of the fellows at this period in not just science but other kinds of philosophical activity, manners and so on, and customs in different regions. So very representative of what the fellows and the society was interested in at this period.
Oh look, I found Wally.
Very good.